Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 24th, and today we will cover the trades for TSLY, NVDY, and MSTY, along with coverage on CONY and AMZY. And that'll be the way going forward. And again, we'll see how it goes. So, yesterday, after a long day of work, I did a long interview. So, most of you probably are aware, but if you were not aware, Jay Pestricelli and Sylvia Jablonski were kind enough to do an interview together on my channel, which is pretty cool. And the reason I asked them to do it together is because, Jay does the trades for Defiance, so they kind of work together already, so they have a good relationship. And, I've been building up a pretty good relationship with both of them, so I figured that, plus we're all from New Jersey, it's a great combination. And I thought it went pretty well. The only struggle I had were the comments. I couldn't really keep up with the questions, but that's something I need to work on. As the channel gets bigger, the comments get busier, and it's a little harder to filter through just the questions versus the chitter chatter going on. But either way, I think it was a decent interview. I'll pin the interview to the top of the comments, and let me know what you guys think. Just wanted to thank both of them for taking their time, because obviously they don't have to do that. They're CEOs of their, companies and very busy people, as we all are. But it was a fun time. Hope you guys had fun too. All right, so let's get to the trades. Oh wait, there were no trades. So luckily, when I was done interviewing, it was a 90-minute interview, I had to go check the trades and there was nothing there. So, maybe Jay did that on purpose because he knew how to interview. Obviously not, but it was a good thing. But let's see where we stand as of yesterday anyway. So we'll start with TSLY. And we see their synthetic 240. Since there were no trades, we can just see where it stands. Tesla's been really, really on a green trend, crazy bull run here. It's nuts. So we are 4.17% above the 240, and we are 2.04% above the 245. So they're actually keeping up with their synthetic position. But again, their synthetic expires November 15th, but it is good to know that they're doing well. So how did Tesla do yesterday? Pretty damn good. Tesla went up 4.93%. TSLY went up 4.13%. So, wow. Wow. So that's, pretty good. Now, here's the problem, right? We have 30,048 contracts, which is the biggest position, 250 strike, 0%, which means at the money. Tesla actually closed at 250. The strike is 250. They are at the money. Now, what happens from here, right? There's the, the call credit spread hanging out right below it, 260, $10 above. So right now, they're in the dead zone, right? They are in the dead zone. You do not want to close in the middle of those two numbers, especially closer to the 260 area, because that would be worst case scenario. However, obviously, it's only Tuesday. We have 4 trading days. So if Tesla continues to go up, this 260, the buy call, this could be worth money, and this could boost up our NAV, which is what everyone wants. Not everyone, but a lot of people want, and we'll see how it goes. Now, the other position, 1,315, has a 255. This is still out of the money, 2%, so this is still doing well. Outstanding shares, no movement, so no one bought TSLY, at least per the numbers. 30-day IV, unbelievable, 67%. That's really good for Tesla. Outstanding shares, 53,425,000. Net loss for the weeklies is 64 mil. This is the best picture I could find for the dead zone, but here we are. We're in the dead zone. We'll see how it goes. Declaration date in 8 days. This is for Group A. Obviously, TSLY's the leader of Group A. We'll see how that goes. I should probably add Now I'm thinking the declaration date for AMZY and CONY. All right, sorry, I'm just thinking about that now. So September synthetic income 90 mil, short call loss 64 mil. So that's a net income of 26.3 million. That comes to 49 cents per share, which is fine. Their IV is 68%, which would pay a 78-cent distribution. I can't use the Rotometer because it goes off short call income per share. Also, wins and losses. I keep forgetting to talk about this newly added field. 6 wins, 5 losses for the month of September. Now we go to the holdings. Again, there's no changes here. They got the synthetic, they got the weeklies. So when there's no change, we'll just take a look at the synthetic bailout money versus the weeklies. And if you net the two together, it would produce $25.1 million. So again, we're in a good spot for TSLY. Total net assets, 741 mil. The NAV is 1387, trade price 1386. So no complaints for TSLY. All right, let's go to NVDY. NVDY has a 119 synthetic position. They are 2.3% away from their strike, but this expires on November 18th, which is 53 days away. How did NVIDIA do yesterday? Not that, great, just stayed flat kind of. It went up 0.22%. NVIDIA went up 0.17%. NVIDIA's at 23 though, you gotta love it. So let's zoom out and let's see how these trades look. By the way, I didn't mention this in the beginning, but after much feedback, I'm no longer going to talk about my options trades in the beginning of the video because it's not something that people want to see. I know some of you do want to see it. So if you do, please tune in to the weekly update on the Saturday. If you do demand more frequent updates, you can let me know via the comments or we could chat on the Discord. All right, so what do we got? We got a lot of positions here. So let's first look at the 4,500 contracts, 120 strike price, 3.22% out of the money. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but there's 4 trading days. And then the largest position, 43,820 contracts, 121 strike, 4.08% out of the money. Okay, and then 39,320 contracts, 120 strike, 3.22% out of the money. I don't think the call credit spreads here, they irrelevant until we start getting capped, right? When we get capped, then we could say, okay, they're this close. But right now, again, they're not helping us, they're not hurting us, they're just there. They're just waiting to be of assistance, and they got our back. Outstanding shares did go up by 450,000. So I probably, we can expect a trade hopefully today after hours. 30-day IV, 44%, very low actually. 43.9 mil, outstanding shares, 43,925,000. Net loss for the weeklies, 28.1 mil. Reaction, check. Because basically we went through one day. It's a check mark, right? One day closer to winning our weekly calls. That's what it's all about. Winning, winning, winning. Making money off of each option play. That is the goal. Not easy, but that's the goal. Synthetic income, 18.5 mil. Short call loss, 28 mil. So net income is a loss of 9.5 mil. So we can't talk about total income. We can't talk about short call income. And again, it's been kind of a rough month for NVIDIA. 4 wins, 4 losses. Rotometer useless because, again, we are in the negative. We're not doing income. So we'll just look at the IV, 45%, which is an 85-cent share. Again, this is all based on taxable income for the month of September. Now, we are above a bill again. So bravo. Happy billion. Now, again, we got the synthetic, we got the weeklies. No need to even talk about it because nothing has changed. So we can look at the synthetic bailout money. That doesn't help because that's all negative, pushing us down. So we could use some positive movement for NVIDIA. We have some room on the weeklies. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, our synthetic expires so far away. It doesn't really matter. And the fact that we're over $1 billion and we're above $23 in trade price, that NVDY, I'm not going to complain. Everything is actually working pretty smooth at the moment. But total net assets, we said, is over $1 billion. We'll see if it stays there. The NAV actually shows under 23, 22.99. Trade price 23.01. Okay. Last but not least, MSTY. MSTY has a 140 synthetic position. This expires in 25 days, under a month. They are in a good spot, though. They are 7.12% above that strike price. How did MSTR do yesterday? MSTR had a really good day. 3.58% up, but MSTY only went up 2.41%. MSTY's at 23, which is always good. Any of these funds staying above 20 is good. All right, let's see. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, so what do we got here? Let's look at the 200 at the top, 200 contracts. What the hell's the point, right? 143 strike, 4.65% in the money. All right, just go away. We don't care about you. You kind of, again, that thing was pointless from the start. So we'll just look at these 16,500 contracts, 155 strike, 3.35% out of the money. That one's okay. That one's doing well. Again, 4 trading days though. And then we got this call credit spread action here, but we'll just look at the sold call. 16,790 contracts, 150 strike, 0.02% out of the money. So if you're wondering why we were slightly capped on this upside here, that is why, okay? But we do have backup. This backup goes $10 above, but it's backup nonetheless in case things get out of hand this week. So we shall see. Outstanding shares, nothing, no movement. Although I myself did buy some MSTY. No, I'm sorry. That was Ulti. Never mind. I didn't buy MSTY yesterday. All right. Outstanding shares, 22,425,000. Total net income is a loss of 7.4 mil. So can't go any further. And this is the other picture I found for the dead zone. And here we are. We are approaching the dead zone for this other call here as we get into the middle of 150 and the 160. The difference here is they actually have the 155, which is half of the contract. So it's not all that bad at the moment. But again, we'll see how it plays out. Total profit, how much they make, how much they win, how much they lose. Synthetic income, 1.4 mil. Short call loss, 7.4 mil. That's a net loss of $6 million. So we can't really talk about total income. We can't talk about short call income. So we go right to the IV. IV 79%, which would pay $1.53 if that's what they strive for, compared to last payment, $1.85. So still pretty good. 9 wins and 4 losses for the month of September. So I'll take it. And then we have the holdings. Again, nothing to really talk about here because nothing changed. So we'll scroll right down to the synthetic bailout money and compare that to the weeklies. And we are in a good spot. We are positive 23.8 mil. So let's go right to the net asset value of this fund, 523 mil. The NAV is 23.33 and the trade price is 23.35. So again, pretty damn good spot at the moment. All right, so now this is how I cover CONY and this is how I cover AMZY. We covered this yesterday, so hopefully most of you are familiar with it. So we do cover, since we only look at the holdings, we do cover a little more detail, the holdings. So coin is currently at 170.22. If you look at the top, this is the synthetic put. They have 2 synthetic positions, a 155 and a 195. If you scroll to the right, you can see the 155, it's 8.94% above that, which is good, but they're 14% away from the 195. So, obviously they want to get a little closer to the 195 so they can make some money on it. As of right now, it's not looking pretty, right? Because you can see in orange, they're making money on the 155, 35 million for that call they could sell it for. But the 195 is only worth 6.2 million in income. So if you look at the top in pink, you can see they're going to have to pay 49 million to close the 195 as of now. So that is, the synthetic position overall. And then we have in the middle, we got the weekly calls, and then I kind of labeled the call credit spreads towards the bottom. So weekly calls first, we get the number of contracts right there. 22,065 contracts, 172.50, 1.34% out of the money. 6,640 contracts, 180 strike price, 5.75% out of the money. And then we have 6,640 contracts, 182.50 strike price, 7.21% out of the money. Since these are all out of the money, no reason to really talk about the call credit spreads. But in time they may be of use. We'll see. But nothing till now, or nothing yet, I should say. So if we look at, I added up the synthetic bailout money, which unfortunately is not profitable yet. And then obviously the calls are not either, because we got the premium. So we just want that negative number to be less and less. So we're not in a good spot yet for CONY. Again, we want the synthetic value to be in the positive here. Now, total net assets of CONY is 603 mil. The NAV is 13, and the trade price is 13.01. So, not terrible. 30-day IV for coin is 62%, and an estimate based on that would be 68 cents. And again, that is my new coverage for CONY. Hopefully that is of help. AMZY, Amazon is priced at 193.88. Their synthetic is at 185. Needless to say, that's a good spot. You could see in orange under market value, the call is worth 14.6 million. The put would cost 4.9 to close. So obviously good spot to be in on the synthetic. So now we could focus on the weeklies. What do they got? They do have a call credit spread. They have a 9,415 contracts, 192.50 strike price, 0.71% in the money. All right. And guess what, guys? They're 197.50. It's getting close. That's about to make some money. So we'll see. We'll see, guys, because that's 1.87% away. So if Amazon continues to go up, the call credit spread put in place is ready to profit from that. Unfortunately, right now, they are in that little dead zone area, so you don't want to close where they're at, but we still have 4 trading days, so it can go either direction. That's the beauty now. It can go either direction. You just don't want it to stay flat. All right, so here's the summary. We do have synthetic bailout money of 9.7 mil. Call spreads cost about 2 million to close, so total would be 7.6 mil. Again, these are smaller numbers as compared to some of the giants we cover. But again, AMZY, I think, is a very popular fund. Overall, total, net assets. Actually, let me see, make sure this formula is updated. Yeah, it goes up to H17. I can't believe, I know this fund is popular, but I guess it's not that popular. Man, that's slow. That's weak, man. People love AMZY. I guess they really don't. But anyway, the total net assets, 179 mil. The NAV is 1995, trade price 1992. 30-day IV of Amazon, not much, 25%. But again, this is a more stable option. So that's why you would invest in it. The fluctuations are less and less. The IV estimate based on that would be a 42-cent payment for the month. The NAV is 1995. The trade price is 1992. Again, hopefully this holding breakdown summarized version helps you guys out. If there's anything I can add to this, which is hopefully something easy, let me know and I will consider. All right, so let's go to the pre-market. Okay, so this is on marketwatch.com. And let's start with Tesla. This is as of 5:35 a.m. Tesla is up 1.89%. It's at 254.73. I mean, this market is just green. It's got to go down sooner or later. Tesla is up 1.66%. It's at 14.09. NVDY is up 0.69%. It's at 117.06. NVDY is up 0.13%. It's at 23.04. Coin is up 0.75%, 170.150. CONY is up 0.54%, it's at 1308. MSTR is up 0.65%, it's at 150.94. MSTY is up 0.56%, it's at 2348. TSLL is up 3.3%, it's at 1315. Someone asked if I can at least talk about what trades I'm going to do and my plans, so I can at least do that at the end, which is right now. TSLL, it's way above really the price that I do want to sell puts on, which sucks, but it is the cheapest one still. So I have no problem selling puts on TSLL really at any price because I know I can save it. However, I have not done so because I was honestly thinking it would flip red today. And I was wrong. But we'll see how the day plays out. Again, this is pre-market. I did sell a put on TNA yesterday. TNA was the only thing I found red outside of DJT, which was down 10%, but I didn't go there. I didn't want to touch that. So TNA is green. It's up 0.33%. It's at 44.07. I did sell a $42 put, in case you guys were wondering. AMDY is up 0.7%. It's at 1440. AMZY is not updated. Delayed quote. BTC is up 0.33%. It's at 63,512. BITX is up 0.79%. It's at 2940. And then SOXL is green. It's up 2.95%. Oh, 2.89%, 3484. And yeah, that's it. So again, I can't really trade SOXL either. It's been super green, so it's kind of hard to sell puts. I don't own any shares because I haven't gotten assigned recently. So what do? I sell puts, and I can't really sell puts if something is just so high in value on the charts. And because when it corrects itself a little bit, it could correct itself pretty drastically, especially when it's a 2 to 3x. But yeah, crazy. Anyway, guys, as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, we will try again tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed the interview yesterday. So I have 3 interviews scheduled, lined up, and then I'm taking a break from freaking interviews, to be honest. But I did want to get some out because I think it's important to talk to the various communities. The next interview on the lineup is for this Friday. It's with Scott Achichek from Rec Shares. And tons of questions for Rec Shares because nobody really gets to talk to them. So I hope you guys are able to attend that, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then 1 week later from there, we do have Roundhill, Dave Mazza. You guys have seen interviews with him, though, so you may not have as many questions for him, although you guys love Roundhill so much, so you may want to, obviously, I think the questions will be ongoing. Plus, they're coming out with new funds, so I think people are curious about that as well. Not like he could talk about it, but we shall see. Oh, real quick, if anyone has the copy of the Ulti prospectus, which was filed, please send it in the Discord, send it my way. I will take the time and review that and make a video on it. I would love to, because I'm a big fan of Ulti and I'm a big fan of flexibility in order to do what they want on an ETF. I'm happy to pay these options experts when they have that type of flexibility to do the things they want to do. When they're limited, all right, to covered calls, this and that, this, they have to yield this. It's a little hard, right? Sometimes they don't make the right decisions based on what we think. But when they have more flexibility, which is the whole idea of Ulti now, Jay calls it like a hedge fund, then, again, that's pretty cool. I just want to take a look at it and highlight, although it'd be nice to get it, once it's filed. I don't really want to wait that long. But yeah, if anyone has a copy, please send it my way, or if you know where I can get it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, hopefully you guys don't mind the new format for the holdings. Hopefully me adding AMZY is a little bonus, but I think it's doable. So far it is. So if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. Any questions or concerns, leave them down in the comments below. All right, if you made it this far in the video, we got to talk about keyword. So keyword today. So yeah, I don't know, man. I guess go. I gotta go for a run. So I did like very soon. It's actually pretty damn dark. But today's keyword, if you made it this far in the video, I've done this keyword before. Some people don't like it, but today's keyword, if you made it this far in the video, is run, fat ass run, because I haven't been able to run as much as I want to lately. Well, my 2-year-old actually fell. His teeth fell into my ankle and took off my skin, believe it or not. The odds of that are very slim. He's okay, luckily. His teeth are okay, but my skin is not okay. So I'm going to try to run today with the no skin. We'll see how it goes, though. But yeah, no excuses, I know. But yeah, today's key word is run, fat ass run. So this is hopefully motivation for anyone out there. You don't have to be, fat, but if you are, it's good to go out and get some exercise, even for a walk, every single day, retired or not. Get outside, lunch break, before work, after work, go for a run, go for a walk every single day. It's important, all we do all day. What do? We just sit in the car, we drive to work, we sit in the office, we sit. Enough already, get up and freaking move around. So that's the problem, I guess, in this country. But hopefully, I know odd rant, but it's just, it's something, my other obsession is, I love talking about, is exercise, fitness, things like that. I know I never get to, but sometimes I do go on a little rants, and we could do videos on that too someday. But anyway, guys, thank you if you made it this far in the video. Again, the keyword is run, fat ass run. And again, thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for attending yesterday. If I did not get to your question, I apologize. It was not easy. Again, I'll work on, that's me. I got to work on a better way of monitoring the questions and things like that. But hopefully after each interview, hopefully things get better. Again, I'm not a huge fan of interviewing. I don't mind doing it, but it's just hard with, little kids in the house, because I have to make sure like everyone's in a certain spot, doesn't disrupt me, and make sure we don't have baseball, make sure we don't have this, we don't have that. It's just not as easy as you would think. So that's why I don't do it that often, but I'm going to bang out these 3 interviews, and then I'm taking a break from interviews for quite a bit. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Remember, go exercise. Later.